My name is Kari. I am from Anime Twist, and I'm here with Toasted Ramen. If if y'all could introduce yourselves and give us a brief description about what y'all do and everything.
I'm Madison. I'm also Unicorn Skunk on YouTube.
Go down
We cosplay.
Well, like if you want y'all, how many people are in the room? Question mark. Dot 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 dot.
There's 3 of us. Just the 3 of us.
It sounded like so much more. Well, if you want, you can go ahead and go down the line, like who you are, like what you do, or what part of the, you do in Toasted Ramen, and etc. etc. I don't know. I've never had to do a group interview before. So.
I'm Anime Dancer 7, and I guess, like, in the group I cosplay and stuff, and I do a lot of the photography. And
she keeps up with most of our stuff. She keeps up with the YouTube and the Facebook, and she's like the secretary.
You're our Shota characters.
Yes.
Awesome.
And me. Okay. Alright. I'm Gina, also known as Dark Sarcasm 1. I am the camera operator / video editor. And I cosplay mainly the adult / male characters.
She's the tallest one out of all of us, so she has to be the older people.
Well, awesome. I'm glad that I got all of y'all in a group, and let's go ahead and conduct the questions. So what was the first convention that y'all attended, and what was the lasting memory from it?
The first convention we attended was Anime Overload. It was in Austin. We had to drive 5 hours to get there, but it was a pretty small convention.
But nonetheless, it was the first.
Yeah, it was still the first.
So it felt pretty awesome at the time.
Mm-hmm.
It was still really good.
Our lasting memory.
I liked the cupcakes in the maid cafe we got at the That's basically all we ate, the cupcakes.
For me, the raves, or the dances, and Kimmy.
Oh, Kimmy.
There's this person.
They stalked him.
Yeah. You stalked him too.
I followed.
There's this guy, and we were cosplaying Death Note, or Gina was cosplaying Light from Death Note.
Mm-hmm.
She got him to sign it. It was a guy. We thought it said Kimmy. It probably said Kenny.
Who knows?
But ever since then, anytime we see him at any conventions, we're like, Kimmy!
But he doesn't hear.
Yeah, it's a silent love.
He taught us how to shuffle.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was your very first cosplay, and what did you learn from doing that cosplay?
Our first one was Black Butler.
Our
first group
cosplay was Black Butler.
Well, that was my first cosplay.
Mm.
No, it wasn't.
Okay. Your first was Light.
Yes, it was. Okay.
Me and Ritsu.
We all had our first own individual cosplays, because Anime Overload, we didn't really group cosplay.
Right.
Kind of just pieced things together. It was awful. We looked awful.
But
you were a good Light, though.
Yeah, I'm a good light.
Oh, you were good?
I was Elle.
Elle.
No, I was Misa, because I had my blonde hair.
I just looked awful the whole week. I wore a Chinese dress. I looked good then. I wasn't a specific character.
But our first group cosplay was Black Butler, and we've learned that we'll get better in time.
Don't wear your wig backwards.
Oh, yeah.
Did that.
If you cosplay a character that's not really known,
Right.
like Pluto wasn't very known whenever I cosplayed him.
You were adorable, though. We loved Pluto. That's why we told you to cosplay him.
It was our first group cosplay, and I really had no idea what it was.
Well, I mean, and I don't know if y'all recognize my voice or anything. I was one of the people that was taking pictures of everybody at Mini Acon.
I told you we met her.
I was wearing a High School of the Dead t-shirt, and I was like, oh yeah, y'all missed, Asuna, she just ran that way.
Oh, you were the one sitting by the doors?
Yes.
Oh, I remember you. Oh, forget faces.
I'm pretty sure we've met this person. No, we haven't. She doesn't live in Texas. I'm pretty sure we have.
I'm really bad at remembering stuff, people.
Yeah, I live in Texas. I mean, come on now, y'all can't tell by my accent.
Everyone has an accent.
But no, the one person that I didn't get to meet was, I think,
Gina.
Yeah.
You didn't
Our
get to meet
tall
the manly one.
Nice to meet you.
You didn't get to meet our Asuna.
Yeah, she was supposed to be our Asuna, but she wasn't there.
Super anti-smiley face.
Aw.
So for everybody that, wants to try their hand at cosplaying, it's kind of difficult. So what kind of advice would you offer to people who want to try cosplaying for the first time?
And have fun.
Pretty expensive.
Yeah, it's kind of expensive, but
Cool if you have someone else's money.
if you can make your own cosplay, it's actually a lot cheaper than having to buy them.
It's a lot easier since the one that doesn't make the costumes.
Size-wise, you can make it to your body instead of going online and risking it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you never know what it's gonna look like until you get it. Colors are a lie on eBay.
Right?
Most important thing though, have fun, really, because you don't want it to be all I don't know, just
Yeah, even if your cosplay isn't that great and you don't look exactly like the character you wanted, you're cosplaying that character because you like them, so you should like being in that cosplay.
It also really helps if you have friends to do it with you.
Mm-hmm.
So much better.
So, and I know this might vary among all three of you guys, but who is a famous cosplayer that you guys admire?
Oh. Taylor just slapped her face. She's obsessed with this person.
Rika, the famous Japanese cosplayer who was recently at Anime Matsuri in Houston, Texas, and I didn't get to go last weekend, and I'm so upset because I see all over Facebook that she's there. I love her to death. I want to meet her so badly, and I'm so mad I didn't get to go to Houston.
Oh, no, I was upset I didn't get to go to Alcon on my birthday. Because on my birthday it was free admission all day long.
Yeah, you told me about that. I was at work on that day.
So, and again, this is another question that could vary between all of you. What is one thing that you've learned while cosplaying that you wish you could have told yourself when you started to cosplay?
Do not wash your wig with regular shampoo.
Wait, don't?
Do not.
Oh.
Use
I have.
shampoo and stuff.
My wigs are fine.
Oh, either way, mine is so fried out.
Yours is.
Don't try to straighten your wigs unless they're heat resistant. Because an L wig, I tried to straighten it and it fried it to pieces. Don't buy cosplays that are smaller and tell yourself that you're gonna lose weight to fit into them, because most of the time you gain weight and then you're left with a really, really small cosplay.
If your character has really long hair and so you get a long wig, be sure to YouTube and Google crazy ways to keep it in good condition, because it will very easily get nasty.
I had a really long Grell wig, and
that was one of her first wigs.
It was it's so bad now.
I tried saving it. It's nasty.
It gets tangled so easily, especially at conventions, and then brushing it out, it just rips out the hair, and it's awful.
Just half of it needs to be cut off.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I forgot the question.
Question was wow, where did my question go? I flipped the page already. What is one thing you've learned in cosplaying that you wish you could have told yourself when you started to cosplay?
Oh, look up lots of makeup tutorials and stuff for your characters. because those
Yeah,
really
it's
help.
good.
It adds to it. It makes it go from like, oh, you look pretty good to wow, you look amazing.
Just like the character.
Yeah,
Like, study the eye shape and stuff and try to create the
just
same eye shape as the character.
make sure you like look at the character and study the character.
Be the
Study
character.
Look up things that are wrote about them.
Be the marble.
Marble.
SpongeBob.
When are you talking about marble?
What if
But teaching
the marble thing? Where you say, be the marble, date the marble. Okay, anyway. Anyway.
So this might apply to all of you, but a lot of cosplayers tend to work to the last minute on costumes. Does this describe you? And if so, why?
all the time.
Well, considering there's a convention coming up and I haven't started on our costumes.
At all.
I just bought the stuff though, so
We're procrastinators. It's kind of an awful thing.
I know I have a sense of, well, I can get it all done at once, so I don't need to do it little bits at a time, which is wrong.
We always wait until the last minute. Like, wasn't it Acon last year that we were like stressing so much about the Avatar costumes, and
We got them
we
done
got them
in
done
time.
like the week before.
Acon this year.
Which
I didn't
is-
even try on my Asuna costume until the night before we left.
Yeah, at midnight I was having to make her costume bigger because it was way too small for her. She had ordered it. I had
Oh
to
my
add
goodness.
inseams on the side. It was a
don't
mess.
do that, y'all. Don't do that.
Don't do that. I had to guess on how to do it because they'd never done that before.
A lot of the times I also order costumes right before. That's not good either, because if they come in too small, you know.
Or
you have to
come in
send them
late.
back, or yeah, sometimes they don't come at all. I ordered an L wig that never came in the mail,
Because you didn't
so I had
pay.
to just buy one.
Oh my goodness.
Lots of disasters come from waiting.
Oh yeah, don't be like us.
We're bad influences.
This is what not to do.
It
So,
seems like the right thing.
so I know that y'all probably got, well, Kirito and Yugi got tons of pictures at Mini-Acon. Sadly, Asuna wasn't there. But, can you describe the feeling when you walk into a convention of any kind and everyone wants your picture?
Oh my.
I feel like a superstar.
I know. I think our biggest experience was was at Acon. We were cosplaying an Avatar group, and
There are other cosplayers.
Yeah, there were-
from
And then we
Avatar.
joined up with another Avatar group, because they wanted a picture with us.
it was like Korra and Mako.
Yeah, it
and
was the
Bolin,
Korra group.
and we like one person asked for a picture, and then all of a sudden, before we knew it, there's like 20 to 30 people around us taking pictures.
I think we stood there for like 10, 20 minutes
Yeah,
because
oh my
they wouldn't
goodness.
stop appearing out of nowhere.
And we were in the poses, and so we're all lunged, and my thighs were shaking. It was awful, but it felt awesome. I don't know.
Finally, we both us and the core group just looked at each other and we were like, okay, run. Separate ways. Run.
And then people just kept coming. Just one more. Just one more. Oh no. It was fun. It was.
It was great.
I don't know. I like making people smile whenever they're like, "Oh my goodness, that's my favorite character. I'm so glad you're cosplaying them." I don't know. It
Maybe
just
I know.
it makes us happy.
It's
It makes
awesome.
us happy that you're happy.
Yay! So what are some cosplays that y'all have done that were difficult to pull off?
Avatar.
Yeah.
I have to.
Bald
Yeah, I
cap.
have to wear
Oh
a
my
bald
God.
cap. Whenever I had long hair, it was awful. And she has Taylor has to be tough, and she has to be blind.
I wore
Well,
blind
it's not
contacts
pretty
that
good.
literally
I'm
made
not
me
gonna shave
blind.
the sides of my head.
Oh my gosh. Another one that was pretty difficult.
Costume wise, the Shingeki
Oh,
costumes
yeah.
because of all those belts that
Attack on
kept
Titan.
falling everywhere.
We have to safety pin and
Hot glue things.
and since we ordered it online, it wasn't very good. I mean, no offense, but the belts were kind of
Cheap.
yeah, easily terrible.
'Cause
Right.
The belts were sharp. Or the little belt buckle things, they're really sharp. And they cut into it every time you put them on and off.
And trying to keep the belts up and in the right places, and trying to figure out how to put that thing on. It's so confusing.
So I know that we had a schedule in order to do this interview. So that's kind of sort of in the real life, reality. But how does your real life blend in or meet into or merge into the cosplay world for you guys?
Well, all the time. I'm out and about. Look around and I see, I can use that for cosplay. I can use that for cosplay. That could be a cross video.
Ooh. Going to
Do it all
antique
the time.
shops and just seeing that would be awesome to cosplay with, or
Yeah.
Always the old antique stuff, like Black Butler prop. Or cake, honey. Any of my Shota characters, they need this fake food cake thing. I guess, is that how it would blend? Just seeing like cosplay props and things we can use in videos and photos and.
Well, not only that, but like hobbies, work, school.
In school, like, I had a speech class and I had to give a how-to speech, and so I chose cosplay. Got an A.
You're just going.
I don't really think cosplay it's kind of like a separate hobby for me, I guess. I don't know.
I'm kind of trying to do like, because I have an online shop and I sell like plushies and quilts and mini top hats and other kind of anime related things that I plan on making. So I guess that kind of mix into it.
Oh my goodness, you said plushies.
Make plush, like plush donuts and little things like that.
She makes a little plush octopus.
Oh
No,
my gosh.
But
I wanted to, but they turned out really ugly.
no, they were cute. They turned out
They're
cubes. They're like cube octopus.
They're
I
supposed
loved
to be
it.
round.
I love it. It's adorable.
It's not adorable.
I like it.
I will never sell those online unless they get.
Well,
friends.
you could sell them and say that they're Minecraft related because the
Oh.
squids,
I could.
because the squids in there are square.
Or just give them away at conventions and be like, "Here's for you."
Free plush.
Free octopi.
Take it and don't look back.
So, how did you meet and form Toasted Ramen?
Well,
It was a cold and windy day upon a playground.
We were all so socially awkward. I don't know. Just
we're all in the same grade from school, so
we've been friends for years
yeah,
now.
like, two of us we've known each other since kindergarten,
and then
y'all have known each other for
5th grade.
since the fifth grade,
We've known each other since the seventh grade.
Mhm.
When
That's
you
how we
pushed
met.
me on the bus.
When I
Got
pushed
in
you.
my seat.
Yeah, Taylor was just on the bus and I was like, "Hey, you want to be friends?" I was like that person that was like, "Let's be friends. Come on, let's be friends. Let's do something."
And I was the kid like against the window like, why is this person talking to me? I'm trying to sit here quietly.
And then eventually I found out that
cosplaying goes.
well, at first like I found out that she liked anime, and then
Well,
I started
basically it was just
watching anime, and
Naruto.
then Gina started Gina started watching anime.
I'll start with Naruto.
Yeah, it was all Naruto. Naruto was like our first anime, besides Pokemon. I mean,
That's an everybody thing.
yeah.
Actually, my first anime was Sailor Moon.
Oh yeah, that too. Sailor
Oh
Moon.
yeah, I
Or, like-
preferred Dragon Ball Z over Sailor Moon. It was too girly for me. Most girly one here, and I didn't like the girly shows.
And then cosplaying wise,
It was.
I wanted to do Black Butler. And then
I wanted to.
I
do-
was. I think when you first said that, I was like, I don't know what this show is. I don't want to watch it. I've seen stuff from it.
guys were watching. And they did.
I really
But-
wanted to cosplay Link. Nah, I don't know, just
It was always my dream to be Sakura from Naruto. Because just I saw things on YouTube and I was like, yes.
And then the Toasted Ramen part came around when we were going to make a YouTube channel. We were trying to figure out names, so we cut up like pieces of paper, wrote down random words, threw them in a hat, and drew them.
And then we just
Pieced them
combined
together.
words. Lots of random
toast
words.
and ramen. Toasted ramen. Perfect.
Which, by the way, if you make some ramen, dip some toast in it, it tastes really good.
It's kind of delicious.
It's really good.
Awesome. So, are you guys planning on being at any future cons?
Oh
Heck
yeah.
Other than Anime Con, or the big A-Con down in Dallas?
We're
Right?
going
Icky. No.
No,
Yeah,
the
we're
next-
going to-
Con.
IkiCon in December. We usually go to that every
Fest.
year.
And then Anime Fest in August, probably.
Yeah, Anime Fest, A-Con in June, I think.
Yeah.
Are we gonna go to Anime Overload this year?
Are we?
Should we go to it?
Should we go to Anime Overload? It's really small and it's kind of
It's all the way
far
in
away,
Austin, though.
So we could just drive there again though.